without a net Strawberry-Rhubarb cups. This comes to us on page 147 of Sugar Butter Flour, the official Waitress pie book, under the section Blue Ribbon Winners. Last week's chili Frito pie was a smashing success, so I decided to keep this train a-rollin' and continue to make pies with unconventional vessels. Jumping without a net pie are crustless pies served in individual serving-sized ramekins. Jumping without a net pie is another named pie from the show, made by Jenna in response to her discovering the baking competition with the grand cash prize. With the whole recipe, from the main ingredient, strawberry and rhubarb, down to the ramekin vessels, representing the fact that she is taking a huge risk being armed with so little. So let's see if jumping without a net has us landing on our feet or flat on our face, shall we? Chop 2 cups worth of fresh strawberries and rhubarb. I've never had rhubarb before. I knew it was popular in the UK from how much I've been watching Bake Off, but I also hear it kind of has a really tart flavor. But either way, this stuff was actually pretty hard to find. I had to travel across 4 different grocery stores in order to get this. But 2 big stalks seemed to get what we needed. And of course it goes back to that pattern of finding a really tart fruit but then using another flavor profile to cut it down, with the strawberries here ostensibly serving that purpose. And I remember from my time watching the Great British Bake Off, whenever they do work with rhubarb, it always seems to cut down on the tartness whenever it's cooked. So I'm thinking we may be onto something here. Now we're going to place all of the fruit into a medium saucepan, along with 1/3 cup of water. Yes, you can pour liquid from dry measures, because volume doesn't change. Place this mixture over medium-low heat. Fire! Cover this, let it simmer for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, the fruit in here should be very, very soft. We're going to strain the liquid out of the fruit into a smaller saucepan. Use the back of the spoon to really get that juice out. The amount of liquid in the smaller saucepan should equal to about 1/2 cup. Set the pot with the liquid aside to cool, and we're gonna get the fruit all mashed up, nice and disgusting. In a small bowl, we are going to whisk together a cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Mix! Pour this into the fruit. Mix it up. Stir into this 1 cup of heavy cream. Mix. Put this mixture on low heat. Let this simmer for 5 minutes. At this point, the mixture should be thick, so now we are going to add in a teaspoon of Nilla. Mix it up. We're going to divide this mixture evenly across 6 ramekins that have been placed on a baking sheet. They have to be even. We're going to let these cool. In the meantime, we're going to work on the syrup. Take the reserved juices and stir into it 1/2 cup of sugar. Mix it up. And we put this on medium heat. Simmer this for 5 minutes. Alright, so after 5 minutes, all of the sugar should be dissolved and the syrup should be thick. And we're going to set this aside to cool. And now we are going to work on the meringue topping, which starts with the whites of 8 eggies. And now we're going to beat these on low speed until frothy. And now we're going to beat this on high speed while gradually adding in 2 cups of sugar. Beat this to soft peaks. Continue to beat, gradually adding in 3 tablespoons of the syrup. Keep going till stiff peaks. Yes! Spoon the meringue over the filling. Spread the meringue around so that it reaches the edges of the ramekins, and pile it high in the center. Swirl them into soft serve shapes on top. Now we're going to bake this on the upper rack of your oven at 400 for 5 minutes. Afterwards, the meringue should be slightly golden brown with darker bits at the peaks. Leave this on the baking sheet to cool down to room temperature. Place the pies in your refrigerator for an hour to chill. Once they are chilled, we are going to place the pies on individual saucers to serve. And to complete it, we are going to pour the syrup onto the pies. Jenna wants it to drip down the sides of the ramekins. Creates a nice pool at the bottom. And there you have it. Jumping without a net, Strawberry-Rhubarb cups. And now we're going to eat it straight from the ramekin. Wow. Look at that. Oh yeah, this is a winner. It's in the Blue Ribbon winner section for a reason. Oh yeah, that syrup's nice. Light and airy, not to mention gooey. This pie is a plain, lovely pillow, and perfectly messy too. But that's part of the fun of jumping without a net. You can't take big risks without making a big mess. Click the link in the description to get yourself a copy of Sugar Butter Flour, the official Waitress pie book, so that you can make for yourself jumping without a net strawberry rhubarb cups. Thank you so much for watching Waitress Wednesday today, and I will see you in the next one.